Happy Friday, y'all. Here we are. All right, chart 11, line 7, okay? As you can see, there's 4 different measures, okay? So this is what I'm doing here. So we've got measure 1, we've got measure 2, we've got measure 3, we've got measure 4, okay? So, get out your rhythm charts and drum pad because we are about to begin, and here we go. Okay, again, let's write in the counts, okay? So measure 1. We have 2 beats of eighth notes, right? So we have big 1, big and, big 2, big and, okay? And then we have 3 E and then big 4 with that quarter note. All right, measure 2, we have a big 1. And then beat 2, we have 2 E and with a 3 and big 4 to end it out. Measure 3. If I'm going too fast, please pause it, okay? Be like, Mr. Wilson, slow down, okay? Measure 3. Big 1, big E, big and, big and then we have the same thing, 2 E and big 3 for that quarter note, and then 4 E and All right, measure 4 to complete line 7. We have big 1, big 2, 3 and 4 E and all stuff you know, but it's good to write it in to reinforce these counting habits, okay? All right, so this is it right here. Make sure that you can see them, okay? So if you had any questions about how to write them in, there you go. So you can write it in and pause the video if you need to, but we're going to go ahead and count these, okay? We are going to skip the pulses for today, okay? We're just going to bop it, okay? Whenever you see a chord note, just say the number, and that's it. No 4, or wherever the chord note lays in each measure. Okay, let's count measure 1. Count measure 1. 1, 2, ready, count. 1 and 2 and 3 E and a 4. Again, 2, ready, and 1 and 2 and 3 E and a 4. Play it on the drum pad. 1, 2, ready, play. Good job. Again, 1, 2, ready, and. Measure 2 of line 7. Let's count it. 1, 2, ready, count. 1, 2 E and a 3 and 4. Again, 2, ready, count. 1, 2 E and a 3 and 4. Play it. Measure 2. 1, 2, measure 2, play. Again, 2, ready, and. All right, play measures 1 and 2. Measures 1 and 2 on the drum pad. 1, 2, ready, and. If you need to do that again, well, actually, let's play it again, okay? 1, 2, 1 and 2, go. Let's count measure 3 of line 7. Measure 3. 1, 2, ready, count. 1 E and a 2 E and a 3, 4 E and a. Count it again. 1, 2, ready, and. 1 E and a 2 E and a 3, 4 E and a. Play measure 3. 1, 2, ready, play. Whenever we're doing these, remember the wrist motion. Can I put that quarter on there, okay? Are you closing off that gap right here so you're not, like, creating space there, but while still maintaining a relaxed grip where I can just easily take the stick away from you and I don't have to, you know, pry it away from your hands, cool? Nice and relaxed, that's the name of the game, okay? Now let's play measures 1, 2, and 3. 1, 2, and 3 on the drum pad. 1, 2, ready, play. Try it again. 1, 2, ready, All right, measure 4. Count it. Measure 4. 1, 2, ready, count. 1, 2, 3, and 4, Yenda. Again, 1, 2, ready, count. 1, 2, 3, and 4, Yenda. Play measure 4. 1, 2, ready, play. Again, 1, 2, ready, play. Good job. Now play 3 and 4. Measures 3 and 4. 1, 2, ready, and. Now you notice we're coming from these 16th notes straight into a quarter note. 4 and a 1, 2. Okay, so don't go too fast with those quarter notes. Stay in beat, okay? Measures 3 and 4 again. 1, 2, ready, play. And if you feel like you're good, let's do the whole measure, or whole line, okay? If you need to do that again, please rewind, okay? I encourage that. All right, chart 11, line 7, the whole line, okay? Here we go. 1, 2, ready, and. Good job. Here's the Friday challenge, though, okay? Let's play lines 1 through 7, okay? Lines 1 through 7, beginning to where we just stopped, okay? I'm going to look at my music, and you should too, okay? Get this set up. Let's try it, okay? Lines 1 through 7 of chart 11, okay? I'm a poet and didn't realize it. Here we go. Let's do it. All right, beginning to you know where. Okay, here we go. 1, 2, ready, play. Make sure you're staying with me. 1 and a 2 and 3 and 4. 1 and a 2 and 3 and 4. 1 and 2 and a 3 and 4. 1 and 2 and a 3 and 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and a 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and a 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and a 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and a 1 and a 2 and a 3 and 4. 1 and a 2 and a 3 and 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and a 4 and a 1 and 2 and 3 and a 4 and a 1 and a 2 and 3 and a 4. 1 and a 2 and 3 and a 4. 1 and 2 and a 3 and 4 and a 1 and 2 and a 3 and 4 and a 1 and 2 and a 3 and a 4 and 1 and 2 and a 3 and a 4 and 1 and a 2 and 3 and 4 and a 1 and a 2 and 3 and 4 and a 1 and 2 and 3 and a 4. 1, 2 and a 3 and 4. 1 and a 2 and a 3. 4 and a 1, 2, 3 and 4 and a. Hey, leave a comment so I know how you did, okay? And if you need to repeat that, and if you want to repeat that, please do so, okay? Moving on to some bells. All right, it's Friday's edition of Check Out That Sneaker! Okay, I'm going to give you 3 more shoes, okay? I'm not going to give it all at once here, okay? So at the end of this week, you're going to have 7 of my shoes that you know that I have, okay? I'm not ashamed of it. This is what I like to do. I like collecting shoes, okay? All right, let me get some Jordans. I didn't show Jordan some love, okay? So I have to show Jordan some love, all right? These, not that expensive. These are pretty cool shoes. I've actually played basketball with these a couple of times, and these are really nice, and I like them, and I try to keep them in nice condition, as you can see. The Jordans, the red Jordans, okay? Let me get another one for you, okay? Since we're, you know, sticking with the Jordan theme here. Ooh, look at those! They're like all black. You can see, I don't know if you can see it, the Jordan logo right there, but The gold strip is what I'm talking about. You see that? Ooh, that's nice. Okay. Here, let me stick with Jordan's. Okay. This is Jordan's day. What I do need to I really need to find some Kobe's because, you know, may he rest in peace. Okay. I need to find some Kobe's. I like his shoe. I just don't have any of them. Okay. All right. Check these out. Ooh, the Jordan logo. If you can tell. Ooh, yeah, you see that gold and red underneath the thread there? Ooh, that's nice, right? Ooh. All right, so like I said last time, okay, for the Friday Google Classroom, please comment on which ones you like. Jordan, the first one, the second one, or the third sneaker, okay? On to the lesson. Let's go. Friday edition of your mini scales, okay? So get your bell kit out, and we're going to do just the A-flat mini scale today, okay? So once you get your 5-note scale patterns out, you'll notice that it's on the third line, okay? Concert A-flat 5-note scale pattern, okay? Now, if you remember from Wednesday's lesson, I had that tower of key signatures here to help you out. It started with 1 flat, that was B flat, and that was F major mini scale, the F mini scale. And then you would add on that second flat, so it would just be those two for the B flat mini scale. And then you would add on that third flat, which is A flat, and that would be the E flat mini scale. Now we're on the A flat mini scale, and we're adding one more flat while keeping these 3 the same. We're adding on that D flat. You can notice that that flat is on the 4th line. Every good boy deserves. So it's a D flat. And when you're playing through the A flat mini scale, you're going to notice that you're going to play each one of those flats, okay? Each one of those flats are going to be represented. Cool? So here, let me put that there for your reference, okay? So now take a look at the 5-note scale pattern sheet, okay? That third line is concert A flat, and that's what we're focusing on, okay? You'll notice that that key signature, exactly the same as this, right? 4 flats. And each flat, B flat, E flat, A flat, and D flat, okay? Are going to be represented. So take a look at that first note in concert A flat, and that's concert A flat, right? It's the concert A flat mini scale, so it's going to start on A flat. Cool. The next one is that third line, every good boy, B flat, okay? And that's in the key signature. The only note that's not in the key signature is the next note, the third note of the first measure, and that's C, okay? C is not in the key signature for flats, so that's just natural. But then we go to the 4th note, and that's D. And you remember, yes, we have D in the key signature, so that's going to be flat. So locate that D flat on your bell kit right now. Find D, and you just go down 1 note, and you'll find that that's D flat, okay? And I think your starter kits there have the notes on them, so that's almost like cheating, but you know where it is now. So, all right. And then measure 2 of line 3 for the concert A flat mini scale. You'll find that it's on the top space, right? The top space, F-A-C-E, okay? And yes, that's flat because it's in the key signature, okay? So the first note, second note, 4th note, and 5th note of this scale are all flats. Cool? With that in mind, if you need to pause and kind of locate where it is and get used to it, remember, C natural. That's the only natural, okay? Then go ahead and do that. But if you're ready to go, let's play the A-flat mini scale, okay? Starting on the middle A-flat, not the low one, the middle one, because of where we're starting on that A-flat mini scale, okay? Here we go. 1, 2, ready, play. Good job. Let's try it one more time. 1, 2, ready, and... Again, if you have any questions, please comment on the Google Classroom, okay? And then I will be there to help you. I'm there for you guys, okay? Cool. Let's keep the bells out. We're going to do some work in the red book.
Nature. Nature. We're on. Go ahead. Now. N-A-T-U-R-E. That is what nature means to me. Yay! Nature! Yay! 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 Nature! Well, howdy do, neighbor. What can I do you for?
Oh, I just need a ride. I'm a wandering soul.
Wandering soul, get right on in.
Oh, well, thank you, sir.
Yeah, get right on in. Go ahead.
All right.
Guys!
Oh, no! Well, guess I'll die here.
All right, Friday's edition of bookwork, the red book, okay? Everyone get your red book out. I already have the number that we're going to be doing, number 83. It is the playing test that all of you, congrats, by the way, for finishing 6th grade playing tests, tested off for me, okay? So this will be a good review session, much like number 81 was last week whenever we had that playing assessment, and we just reviewed that. This will be a good review right here, okay? Number 83, it is the B-flat, major scale, arpeggio, and chords. That's what it's abbreviated for, okay? Major scale, arpeggio, and chords. First, we're going to start with that B-flat major scale. Stop at the arpeggios, okay? So it's just going up and then coming back down. Remember the mini scales that we had this week? We have concert B-flat. We have B-flat and E-flat that we're thinking of in the key signature, right? And 4/4, so 4 beats in a measure. Make sure the half notes get 2 beats and each chord note gets 1. So we're starting off with 2 beats, okay? So be ready for that. All right, let's do the major scale portion first, okay? And let's get this with a metronome, okay? Let me get this out here. A little too slow. This is a good tempo. Let's do this, okay? Here we go. The major scale portion. Find your first note. It's at the very bottom here, the very bottom B flat. 1, 2, major scale, go. Very good. Let's try it again. 1, 2, ready, play. Nice. All right, let's take a look at the arpeggio. Just 2 measures, right? Where it starts, where it says the arpeggio, that's where we're starting, okay? So first note, we have a B flat because of the key signature. Next one, we have D, and then we have F, back to D, back to B flat for a whole note, which is, correct, 4 beats. Here we go. Arpeggio. Those 2 measures. 1, 2, ready, and. 2, 3, 4, and that's the full length of that whole note. Again, arpeggio. 1, 2, ready, and. All right, beginning to where we just stopped there. The major scale and the arpeggio. MS and A. Here we go. 1, 2, beginning, and. Two, 3, 4. Let's look at those chords now, okay? The chords, the last three measures, okay? Notice how the beginning of each measure for these chords, it's the same chord, right? Those two notes, I'll give you a second to look at those two notes and then tell me what those two notes are. Trust me, I can hear it, okay? This is good technology. Yes, B flat and D. Who said that? Who said that? Oh, Samuel? Yes, good job. All right, B flat and D, and that is for each chord that we're starting the measure with, okay? Start the measure with B flat and D, we go to a new chord. Next measure, start it on B flat and D, new chord, and then the last measure with the fermata, B flat and D, okay? So, the second chord that we have, go ahead and say the names there, the note names. Yes, thank you, Harper, I heard that, thank you. E flat and G, E flat and G. And now let's look at that fourth chord, okay? That fourth chord. Okay, settle down, you don't have to all scream at me at once here, okay? But, so, the second to last measure, that chord that we didn't talk about, yes, A and E flat. E flat in the key signature. We don't have A flat in the key signature, so that's going to be an A natural. It's going to sound like this. It's wanting to resolve to that B flat and D, okay? Can I hear the last three measures with the chords? The chords. 1, 2, ready, and. Try it again. 1, 2, ready, play. Very good. Let's do the whole thing and then call it a lesson, okay? And then have a good weekend. Sweet. All right, the whole thing. Number 83. Major scale, arpeggio, and chords. 1, 2, ready, play. Two, three, four. 2, 3, 4. Very good. And that fermata, remember the thing that looks like a bird's eye or whatever? Make sure that you're, that you know that that just means hold it out until the conductor gives you a cutoff, okay? Cool. And that's it for this week, okay? We'll see you next week, and have a great weekend, okay?